A contemporary dancer is a contemporary artist. It's a person that's passionate about creating movement, exploring their body, exploring different ideas. I don't really feel like you can define it. It's an evolving art. My name's Macann, and I'm a contemporary dancer. So yeah, it was never really an issue for me choosing contemporary over classical. As soon as I went to my first contemporary class, it just resonated with me, and I wanted to keep going and do more. And I remember when I was auditioning for New Zealand School of Dance, people would come up to me and be like, well, why aren't you auditioning for classicals and being ballet dance the dream? And I was like, are you crazy? No. No, I want to be weird and roll on the floor and create my own stuff. And at the end of my third year, I auditioned for Footnote. Got an email like 2 days before graduation season ended, and saying I've got a contract. It was the most amazing day ever. I was just on such a high for the rest of the season. And so, the beginning of next year, I started with Footnote, and I've been there for 2 years now. Yeah, working with lots of different New Zealand choreographers. And in that time, we've travelled to Frankfurt, performed in Frankfurt, did workshops with Lisa Denson in Berlin. We went to San Francisco this year and performed for the America's Cup, which was awesome. And just lots of New Zealand tours as well. I think I prefer abstract ideas over narrative ideas in dance. I love to make an audience think, to make them work, and to not lay it out on a plate for them, I think it's important that everybody comes away from a show having a slightly different experience, slightly different feel, and to leave them kind of thinking, what was that I just saw? And be a little bit confused but interested at the same time. I think people would say that my signature move is initiating movement from my head. I think I use my hair a lot. Not on purpose, but it's just something that's natural for me, I guess. I have quite a fiery aspect about me when I dance. I'm a bit of a chick. Being small, I think I tried to make up for that with my powerful movements. I think more about how I'm doing a move as opposed to now I swipe my arm. It's actually how am I swiping my arm? Is there resistance? Or is there like a feeling of ecstasy in my body? Or is there, is it a soft kind of held back, weak feeling? Or is it, a feeling of desire? So I think a lot more about those things when creating movement now. It's very different to improvise in front of the audience as opposed to improvising by myself in the studio. You feel like you have to do something great when you're in front of an audience. But when you're in the studio, you can just kind of stop and take a breather and muck around. But I think actually that stopping, taking a breath, mucking around, that's actually just as interesting to watch as it is to watch a dancer going hardcore. So I try to remember that when I have to improvise in front of people, that actually it's okay to be myself and to not always push everything to the limit. So I'm getting better at it, but it's going to be a lifelong journey, learning to improvise in front of people. So I would love to travel to Europe soon and see what that scene's all about and what companies I would like to work with over there. I really hope I'm in this career for a long time. I'm only 21, so I hope I've got a good at least 10 years ahead of me.